We are going to start this lecture and in analyzing two subjects and main ideas of this story, Tom Sawyer. We are going to talk about the similarity between the writer and his main character, Tom. The similarity between Tom and Mark Twain. Mark Twain was a great writer in American literature. He was good at making stories that made people laugh and think about life. He tries to make his readers think about life. He wrote about how people act, and he wrote the conflict between two generations. I said that earlier. What's right and wrong? He tries to make the characters to think about the right and wrong, and he used simple and funny words. Tom Sawyer goes on adventure in towns that's like where Mark Twain lived when he was a kid. The stories are like a funny way of looking at how kids grow up and learn about what's good and what's not so good. Mark Twain's wrote in a way that sounds like how people talk near the Mississippi River, where he lived. He wanted the stories to feel real, like you could imagine them happening. The adventures of Tom Sawyer are like peek into how life was for kids, and they show how kids figure out what's right and wrong. What was the meaning of peek here? What's the meaning of this word? What's the meaning of big? Do you know what's the meaning of peak? The adventures of Tom Sawyer, like a peek into how life was for kids. Peek means a glance, to look deeply about the life of kids and even about the life of all generation. What was the meaning of peek? A glance.
happy
glance. نظرة. نظرة يعني سريعة عن حياة الأطفال. And they show how kids figure out what's right and wrong. What's the meaning of figure out? Figure out here. What was the meaning of figure out?
figure علامة أو شخصية.
No, figure out to find out.
يكتشف.
Yes, what's right and wrong. Maybe if you want to use to find out, no problem here. Maybe it's more easy. What's right and wrong. Mark Twain liked to talk about real life and what people were really like. He used Tom Sawyer to tell stories that made people laugh. The main purpose of this story is to make or is making people laugh at the behaviors, but they also made people think about how things were in the town and along the river. Tom Sawyer is like a funny friend that Mark Twain made up to tell us about the old days and the funny things that happens. Here we have a similarity between the writer himself and the hero. We have here hay. let's not always do things the old way, just because that's now it's always been. Mark Twain, like someone wanted to shake things up and make people think. He tries to make people think. It's a very important idea here, to make people think. When Tom Sawyer does things differently or says, nah, let's not do it that way, it's like Mark Twain saying, maybe we should look at things in a new light. Is an important idea as well here, to look in a new light. It's not about being against older folks, about being against older folks, but more about saying, let's not stick too hard to the same old rules if they don't make much sense anymore. Tom Sawyer's adventures also show that sometimes grown up and society can do things that aren't so great. Used these stories to point out those not so great things and make people notice, hey, we can do better than this. Here, the writer advises young generation to do better than the actions of the old generation. In a way, both Tom Sawyer and Mark Twain are saying, let's question the old stuff. Let's question the old stuff that doesn't work, and let's speak up when things are not right in our society. Friend rebel, look here, it's a rebel, a revolution against the rules of the old generation, for fun, not only for fun, but also to make things better for a new generation. Here, everyone means a new generation, and not causing trouble just for fun, but to make things better for everyone. I'm going back to read this an important paragraph or an important subject, the similarity between the writer and Mark Twain. Who can read? Yes, please.
Yes, I can read.
Yes.
From the first?
Yes. Mark Twain was good at making, yes.
Mark Twain was good at making stories that made people laugh and think about life. He wrote about how people act and what's right and wrong. Tom Sawyer goes on pretend adventures in a town that's a bit like where Mark Twain lived when he was a kid. The stories are like a funny way of looking at how kids grow up and learn about what's good and what's not so good. Mark Twain wrote in a way that sounds like how people talked near the Mississippi River where he lived. He wanted the stories to feel real, like you could imagine them happening. The adventures of
Miss,
Tom Sawyer.
I have a question here. Do you think that Mississippi River affects the behaviors of people there? Do you
Yes.
think that Mississippi River has an influence on the behaviors of people in American society? Do you think that there was a relationship between Mississippi River and the actions of people.
Yes, the environment affects in the people. I think so.
Yes. Continue, please.
Where he lived, he wanted stories to feel real, like you could
Real.
imagine. Yes.
Yes.
Real,
Yes.
like you could imagine them happening. The adventures of Tom Sawyer are like a peek into how life was for kids, and they show how kids find out what's right and wrong.
Yes. Who can continue in the reading of this topic?
I can
Yes.
read.
Yes, please.
Mark Twain liked to talk about real life and what people
To talk. It's better to
to talk
Yes,
to
Mark
talk
Twain like to talk about
about real life and what people were really like.
yes.
He's used Tom Sawyer to tell stories that made people laugh, but they also made people think about how things were in the town
What was the
and
meaning of
along
this?
their river.
Yes, please. What is the meaning of
Okay.
this idea here? The writer tries to make people think. Think about what?
About the life of Tom Sawyer in the Mississippi River. How Tom Sawyer and the characters of the story life.
Yes. Mother, what do you think about this idea here? The writer tries to make people think, but they think about what? The writer tries to make people think, but he wants to make them think about what? To think about the old generation behaviors, to
Yes.
think, to build a new life, to make new generations not related to the church and even to the norms of church and even to the old generation's behaviors, mentality, thinking. Okay?
Okay.
Adventures not to the land, to find out land, but here to find out themselves, not to find out the island or treasure, but to find out themselves. What does it mean, this phrase?
Generation.
It's translated into Arabic. What do I mean?
يعني هل
الرحلة ليست من أجل في النهاية أنه أن يجدوا كنزا. في نهاية القصة
لا
هم يحاولوا أن يجدوا كنزا.
طريقة التفكير بين الجيل القديم والجيل
الرحلة
مثلا
ليكتشفوا
الصداقة المغامرة.
أيوة، ليكتشفوا أنفسهم،
نعم.
ليبنوا جيلا جديدا. ليس is not connected to the old generation.
Okay.
There is a message. let's not always do things the old way just because that's how it's always been. Mark Twain was like someone who wanted to shake things up and make people think. When Tom Sawyer does things differently or says, no, let's not do it their way, it's a bit like Mark Twain saying, maybe we should look at things in a new light. It's not about being against older folks, but more. Here, older folks, he tries to make a revolution against the old generation's thinking. He tries to make fun, yes, make fun by the behaviors of the new generations, by the kids, but he has a message here against the old folks. Tom Sawyer's Adventures also show that sometimes graphs and said can do. Tom Sawyer's and Mark Twain's. Let's question the old stuff that doesn't work. The old stuff that doesn't work. Speak up when things are not right in our society. What's the meaning of this unimportant idea here? Let's speak up. Make a revolution. Speak
Yes,
up.
I have one idea.
Yes.
We must speak loudly, not loudly, speak up very high. Voice is very high and will not become silent.
Yes.
For any trouble or any not good things.
Yes.
In our society.
We are not talking about our society, but you know, my friend, you know, there is a difference between the American society and even our culture, but there are some messages related not only to the American society, but also to all over the world. Then we can
when we saw the wrong, we must to speak or refer about it.
Here is an important idea. If we see an error in our society, we have to correct, we have to face, we have to speak loudly without any fear.
Yes.
It's like being friendly rebel, not causing trouble just for fun, but to make things better for everyone. This is an important. I wrote a short ideas about similarity, and we have many ideas about the similarity between Tom Sawyer and his writer and the writer Mark Twain. Similarity. Who can know other ideas about the similarity between the writer and the between the writer and his hero? Both of them were born as an orphan. كانوا فقراء، أي مثلا أطفال أيتام مثلا. Both of them were adventurous، كانوا مغامرين. Both of them believed in adventure، آمنوا في المغامرة. Do you have another similarity between the writer and our hero?
Yes, there are.
Yes, please.
In Arabic.
Yes.
الكاتب جسد معاناته وشخصيته من خلال شخصية توم سوير بالرواية. الكاتب
yes, please, my daughter. It's uneasy an easy idea, but it's unimportant. You can express this idea in English. The writer tries to embody. What's the meaning of embody?
But you just said
Yes,
embody
to
أو يصور
embody,
أو
to embody his mentality by the hero of this story.
and his life, how his father dead untimely, and he go to work in force
Yes.
for by his poor by so because he was a poor child.
Yeah,
Go to work
that's right.
when he was a child.
Another similarity.
Yes, Mark Twain.
Yes, please. Yes, Mubarak.
Mark Twain is a funny man here.
Yes.
But Tom Sawyer is pretended adventure man. But he didn't that. He liked to become like Mark Twain.
Both of them, you can say, two souls in one character. Two spirits, two souls in one person.
Okay.
Two sides to the same coin. This is the first subject. في القسم الثاني من المحاضرة سننتقل إلى الموضوع الآخر اللي هو literature. We are going after 5 minutes about the second subject about treasure. Who can know anything about this subject, this topic, treasure? What does it mean, treasure, in this story?
A box full of golden, I think, is buried in a cave.
But here I need the real meaning of treasure in this story.
Okay.
Treasure is not just about shiny gold. It's not shiny gold. Look here, the friendship of Tom and Huck represents the real treasure. The writer tries to say that friendship, good relationship between people is more precious than gold. That's clear?
Okay.
Go on, fun adventure. I'm going to analyze this topic in the second part of our lecture after 5 minutes. What's your opinion? We will take 5 minutes and continue in analyzing this topic.
Excuse me, I apologize for not attending the second lecture because I am out of my house.
No problem.
طيب أستاذ مضر، راح الأسبوع القادم إن شاء الله راح تكون المحاضرة يوم الخميس، لأنه يوم الجمعة بتكونوا مشغولين.
إن شاء الله. والله أغلب هاي الزيارات.
تبقى أعطونا رأيكم. نعم، أعطونا
تمام.
رأيكم تبقى أستاذ مضر.
أوكي إن شاء الله. تمام.
الله يعطيك العافية أستاذ.
Yes. Thank you. We are going to start the second part of our lecture, and our theme is about treasure and the main ideas of treasures in this story. A treasure here is not gold itself, but it represents the friendship, sometimes relationship between people. The writer tries to focus on relationship and to build friendship between a new generation, and not the gold itself. In the Tom Sawyer story, treasure is not about shiny gold. Is not about shiny gold. Tom and I, like good detectives, go on fun adventure looking for hidden treasure. Hidden treasure in the surface understanding, we can see the hidden treasure, but a game where you find exciting and surprising things. The story is also about having good friends. Here, the main idea of the treasure, to find good friends and doing nice things, who can understand the main idea of this topic? When Tom and Huck help someone who needs to help each other, we can say that present an aid to a poor man, you can feel that you earn a treasure in your psyche. That's right. When you help any person, you will find out that and discover that you are going to get a treasure in your psyche. Treasure doesn't mean gold. Maybe it means help. It means an aid. It means a friendship. It means to make a revolution against the bad behaviors of all generations. That's right.
Yes, yes.
Being a good friend. Being a good friend.
Yes, this is the real treasure.
Yes, being a good person in your life, being a good friend, being a good person, being a good member, a member to help your society is the best treasure. To help your society, to help your community, to be able to change the bad behaviors is a best treasure. It shows that doing kind things is more special than any shiny gold. Is an important idea as well here. Shows that doing kind things is more special than any shiny gold. As Tom grows up in the story, he learns about taking care of others. Look here. If you want to care of, when you care of others and having warm feeling for friends, it means a good treasure. Not only about Becky. Not only about Becky. I don't mean here about Becky, the character of Becky, but also to be a good person to all people is real treasure. It's not about finding gold. Look here. It's not about finding gold. It's like finding happy feelings. It's like finding happy feelings in your life, in your heart. This kind of treasure makes you feel really good inside. Maybe the writer here tries to focus on the relationship between Becky and Tom, but I need to I want to make the idea more deep, more effective. If you want to find a treasure in your life, tries to discover yourself, tries to understand yourself, tries to be good with others, tries to help others, tries to be to help your community, tries to present everything in your life to help others. This is a real treasure. Treasure is not gold. It's not gold or jewelry, but it means here to find out yourself and even to present everything from yourself by the help others. You will discover yourself. You will support the good side inside yourself. You will support the good part in yourself. That's clear? Miss Rif'a, Miss Atwa, what the main idea of treasure?
It's the feeling of happiness for maybe helping another people.
Yes, other people.
Other people, sharing in building a society. This is or
look
or
here.
having a real friend.
Look here, Tom Sawyer treasure is not just about money.
Yes.
Is about having awesome friends. Awesome friends. What was the meaning of awesome friends?
Real or faithful.
Yes.
Sincerely.
Yeah. What was the meaning of treasure here in this story?
The friendship, the real friendship.
This topic is very important. It's very important because it summarizes deep ideas of the mentality of the writer. The writer is considered one of the most important writers in American society because he tries to present a message, the message of the treasure. Treasure is not gold. Treasure means a friendship. Treasure means to present help. Treasure means to be good at your community and society, to help others, to be faithful with others, etc. Doing good things and feeling happy inside is an important idea here. Doing good things and feeling happy inside. Finding the really important stuff that makes life super fun and full of kindness. Tom search for treasure is not just about finding shiny things. Tom search for treasures is not just about finding shiny things. It's like his journey of growing up, look here, and becoming better person. He tries to be a good person. It's like his journey of growing up and becoming a better person. Every challenge he faces helps him become the kind of person he wants to be. The special treasure that Tom and his friend Huck find is not gold or jewels. It's about doing good things. Look here. It's an important idea to understand the main idea or the main thought about the meaning of treasure. A treasure is not gold. It's not gold. It's about doing good things and being good friends. When they help someone once in trouble, it's like finding a treasure that's even more valuable than money. What's your opinion about these ideas? Yes, please. Yes, Rifat. What was the meaning? What was the meaning of a treasure in this story?
Treasure means
Treasure.
the real friendship.
Treasure.
Okay. It means the real friendship.
Yes.
It's
Only friendship. Only friendship here.
and a good friend and a good
What's the message?
friend.
What's the real message of a treasure in this story? Just about finding gold or jewelry?
No, it's about a journey of friends and having an awesome friend. Not it's not isn't mean money.
Another idea, please. It doesn't mean jewels or gold, but it means finding out friends to present help and aid to others, and even to feel happy from within, to discover yourself, to discover the good part in yourself, to discover and find out the good part in your mentality, to enhance this good part against the bad part in yourself. You know, we have not only a conflict outside in, between people, we have a conflict even in ourselves. We have a conflict between good side and bad sides in ourselves. Then, by presenting help and aid, or even any good things for others, you will support the good side in yourselves. That's clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Who can summarize more deeply? Who can summarize more deeply the topic of treasure in this story and the message of this topic to the readers? Who can summarize?
Yes,
Yes, please.
the treasure doesn't mean the shining gold or money.
Yes.
It means the real friendship. It means introducing helping for other people. It means exploring yourself and
Yes.
overcoming the good side on the bad side. and changing to a good member in the society. This is the real treasure.
Gold or jewels are important for whose?
For selfish people who likes money.
But money sometimes is important for all. How to distinguish? How to distinguish between the message of this story and even the importance of money?
It's necessary, but not the target.
Yes, that's a great, very, very good idea here.
It's
yes, please.
the meaning of wasting.
Continue, please.
It's an instrument to help another people, poor people, for example.
Just a means.
Yes, just a means. Yes.
To help people and even
building our society.
Yes, and even to live in a good life, but without not on the expense of the other.
On us, without controlling on us.
Yes, we without availing the others.
Yes.
Yes, please. Who can explain? Yes, please. Yes, Miss Atwa.
Can I comment on this idea according to my understanding?
Ghaida. Yes, Miss Ghaida. Yes, Miss Ghaida. It's an important topic, which is about treasure. What does it mean?
Okay, according my understanding, I think that the treasure symbolized the end of the journey and the heroism of the boy, between bracket Tom and Huck,
yes.
and their transition from one stage to another, more mature stage. We can say that the treasure wasn't a primary goal in this story as much as it was adventure and to prove oneself and the strong friendship.
Yes, here,
help.
Please. Friendship, underline this word, is the most important idea of treasure in this story. To make good friendship, to make good friendship between people, to make good relationship between people. This is the most important part of treasure. A treasure doesn't mean gold, doesn't mean jewels, but to make friendship, good relationship between people, to make people help each other, to present and aid to each other, to make rich present anything to poor people, to make a revolution against bad norms of the old generations. Money doesn't mean everything. Money just a mean to live in a good life, but is not a result in your life. The main and deep meaning and the message of treasure, a treasure to discover yourself from within, to discover yourself, to enhance and support the good side in your life, the good side in your heart against the bad side. I said earlier, every one of us has a conflict from within, as the conflict outside between people, the conflict from within between good sign and bad sign. By presenting help to others, you will enhance and support the good side here, and you will be a good member in your society and community. Even this is a good message from the writer, and this message from the American society represents our ethics, our morals, values. You know, as Muslims, we believe in moral values. We try to help people, and by presenting help to others, we will feel happy at last, and we will discover ourselves, and our souls will live in eternal life. What's your opinion here? What's your opinion?
Exactly as you say.
Gaida,
Yes, sir.
what's your opinion? Tell me about your opinion about the main ideas about the treasure. Tell me your personal ideas about treasure.
A good friendship.
Yes.
And
It means a friendship. Consider.
ما أنا فهمت عليك، بس ما عم أحسن أجمع الأفكار.
No problem. No problem. Maybe you will see this question in the exam. Talk about treasure. The message of treasure in Tom Sawyer story. What do you do? What are you going to talk? What are you going to think about? And what are the main ideas that you are going to write?
It's not primary goal.
Yes.
It means a good friendship between
Look, my daughter. Look, my daughter. Yes, I believe that deep ideas are very important. To analyze the story is very important. But be careful. Be careful about grammatical mistakes. Be careful about grammatical mistakes in your writing. Okay, that's clear?
Okay.
I want deep ideas. But on the contrary, be careful about grammatical mistakes. If you are going to say it is mean, it's a big mistake. You have to be careful about grammatical mistakes. Very, very important, very essential to write. If you don't have grammatical mistakes and you are going to write deep ideas, you will get full marks. You will get full marks if you don't have any mistake, grammatical mistake, or even you don't have in the content. Your content is deep, your content full of great ideas, then you will get full marks. Repeat again, please, about the topic of treasure.
I believe that the treasure not a primary goal. it means the
to find out friendship, real friendship, to discover yourself, to present help to others, to help others, to be a good person in your community, in your society. The main idea of treasure, to make rich person help poor one, etc. of these ideas. Who can analyze more and more the topic of treasure? Yes, please. Repeat again if you want, Miss Ghaida. Yes, Miss Ghaida. Treasure is not just about shiny gold. Is not shiny gold. Who can read? Who can read?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
In the Tom Sawyer story, treasure is not just about shiny gold.
Yes.
Tom and Huck are looking for hidden
treasure.
Hidden treasures. It's like playing a game where you find exciting and surprising things.
Yes.
The story is also about having good friends and doing nice things.
Yes.
When Tom
Look
and
here.
Huck,
Look here.
yes,
It's very an important idea as well. Doing nice things. Continue, please.
when Tom and Huck help someone who needs it, it's like saying being a good friend is the best treasure.
It's the best treasure. What is the best treasure in this story? Maybe the question will be, what is the best treasure in the story of Tom Sawyer?
Yes, being a good friend.
And even what? Doing nice things.
Doing nice things, yes.
Maybe the question, what is the best treasure? Analyze and study this topic. Doing nice things, being with a friend, and to understand yourself, to discover yourself. It shows that doing kind things is more special than any shiny gold. Yes, continue, please.
It shows that doing kind things is more special than any shiny gold.
Any shiny gold, yes.
Yes, any shiny gold. As Tom grows up,
Yeah.
in the story, he learns about taking care of others.
Yes.
And having warm feelings for friends.
Yes.
It's not about finding gold. It's like finding happy feelings in your heart.
In your heart.
In your heart.
Yes.
This kind of treasure makes you feel really good inside.
It's an important idea. Repeat again.
It's not about finding gold. It's like finding happy feelings in your heart. This kind of treasure makes you feel really good inside.
Yes.
So, in Tom Sawyer, treasure isn't just about money. It's about having
friends.
awesome friends, doing good things, and feeling happy inside.
Yes.
It's like finding the really important stuff that makes life super fun and full of kindness.
Yes.
Tom's search for treasure isn't just about finding shiny things. It's like his journey of growing up and becoming a better person.
A bit better person.
Better.
Yes,
A
better
better
American accent. No problem if you want to use the American accent, a better person, or better person. Yes,
Yeah, better person.
yes, better
Uh,
person.
every challenge he faces helps him become the kind of person he wants to be.
Of person he wants to be. The special treasure.
The special treasure that Tom and his friend Huck find is not gold or jewels.
Or jewels.
It's about jewels.
Yes.
It's about doing good things and being a good friend.
Yes.
When they help someone who's in trouble, it's like finding a treasure that's even more valuable than money.
Yes.
As Tom gets older in the story, he learns about having special feelings for someone, like his friend Becky. It's not about
It's not. We don't talk about the friendship between Becky or here of Tom. For someone, that's enough. Feeling for someone. It's not about finding gold. It's like discovering warm and happy feelings inside. Continue, please.
discovering warm and happy feelings inside, which is another kind of a treasure.
Yes.
The book also talks a bit about how people in the town act. Tom's adventures makes us think about how communities work and how our actions affect everyone around us.
It's very an important idea here as well. Who can analyze this idea, please? The book talks about how people in the town act. We said earlier that we had uh, a conflict between two generations. The writer tries to say that treasure is not gold. Gold is very important to the old generation. He tries to make a revolution against this thought. He tries to teach people that real treasure is not gold, is not jewels, but the real treasure is to help people, to help someone, to understand yourself, to discover yourself from within, to make friendship, to make relationship between people the most valuable. It's moral issue. We have a moral message. Okay?
Yes.
Continue, please.
In the end, Tom Sawyer is not just a story about searching for treasure. It's a story about growing up, doing
Yes.
what's right, having great friends, and finding the
Look
unique.
here. Look here. We have a relationship between two themes: the theme of a treasure and theme of growing up. We have the same end for both themes. Both themes have the same end: growing up and treasure, to understand more and more, to discover our psyches, human psyches, to understand mentality of people. The story about growing up is an important idea here, the relationship between two themes, growing up and treasure. Continue, please.
doing what's right, having great friends, and finding the unique treasures that make each person special.
Yes,
It's like a journey into the important and exciting parts of life.
it's an important part of life. What is the what is important and exciting parts of life?
It's the boyhood and
What is the most important, exciting part of life?
it's the boyhood.
To help others, to find
Yes,
treasure,
and
to understand yourself, to discover your psyche from within, to present an aid, to make the rich person helps the poor one, to be a good person in your life. This is a journey. It's a journey of life. A journey of life. It's not a journey. It's not a journey between one island to another island. It's a journey of life to make person more deeper in his thinking, in his mentality, in his psyche. What's the meaning of psyche?
psychology of the
psyche, yes, في يعني عالمه النفسي الباطني.
psychology.
Yes. This is the most important idea. Who can summarize the main ideas of treasure, and we will finish our lecture today. Mudar, please. What are the main ideas of a treasure in this story?
Yes. In this story, Tom Sawyer, yes, did not find out the treasure.
Yes.
Yes. It just adventure,
Yes.
not to find the treasure.
Yes.
Yes. Just that. I know.
Who can present more ideas about treasure? Treasure doesn't mean money. Treasure doesn't mean jewels. Treasure means to discover yourself. Treasure means to help others. Treasure means to to think more, to understand more. Treasure means to make good friendship with others. Treasure means to communicate with others correctly. A treasure means to be a good member in your society, in your community. The real message of the writer to the readers to be good people. A treasure means to understand yourself. A treasure means to understand your psyche. A treasure means to enhance and support